back. Sunday morning championship tournament. Force as the 4 seed. And I didn't think Hammond Mohawks were going to jump to number 1, but they did after they beat us last night. So we're back facing off against this wonderful crew. With a win right now, the Force could play for the state title, as 1 win here in a 4-team division gets you to the championship game. Every game we played thus far in the weekend dropped by 1 goal, so we're definitely still in it. Just need 3 periods of solid hockey from the boys and Cora, and we'll be good to go. Starting out for the Force, defensive pairing of Cumberland and Blackburn with Westhoff. Got line change-ups here. Bodorf and Frey's taking the face-off. Cumberland behind the net. Taken away, defended by Blackburn. Swiped to the side by Talon. Cleared by Blackburn. Out to Golden Gloves. Golden Gloves with a shot. Blocked in front by Blackburn. Up to Bryson. Bryson on his horse. Reverses. He gets tied up. Sent out to the neutral zone. Blackburn back on defense here. Shot. Goal. Full line change for the Force. Potts, Llewellyn, McDonald. Defense is going to be Hagen and Warner. Puck knocked away there by McDonald. McDonald winds around behind the net. Sends it to center ice. Golden Gloves. Knocks it back the other way. Picked up by Hagen. Hagen's tied up. In to help out, there's Llewellyn. Llewellyn over to McDonald. A little stick in the skates there. Back to Warner. Feeds it across to Hagen. Hagen gets stopped. Maintains possession of the puck. Dumps it in. Hammond. Here we got a collision in center ice with McDonald. Hagen over to Warner. Warner feeds it to Potts. Intercepted by Hammond. Shot from deep. Blocker save. Hosier. Picked up by Hagen. That pass or shot or whatever that was tipped right into Talon from Warner. Talon on his toes to save that. Let's stop the clock. We're actually at 11:19. 1-0 Hammond. Cora Kelly to take the face-off. Face-off won by Hammond. Picked up by the Force. Sent down the ice. It's going to go right on goal, possibly. Nope. Just to the right. Going to go for icing. Face-off won by Hammond. Circles around, feeds it towards the middle. Block passing attempt by Kelly as she feeds it down the ice. It's tipped, icing waved off. Defended well there by Legault. And Hammond back the other way. Stolen away by Legault. Onto the stick of Zaremba. Max. Battling for the puck. Hammond comes away with it. It's going to come back to Warner. And Hammond coming away with it. Here we go with the antics again from the crowd. And Hagen comes away with it. Hagen through center ice. Has it knocked away. Sent in. Shot. Save Hosier. Cleared out by Legault. Sent up. Tipped off the stick. Not going to go for icing. We're going to get a change. Hammond blows the tire behind their own net. Gather up. And down the ice they come. Bodorf defended well. Tries a stick lift on the giant that is number 44 for Hammond. Sent back in by the Force. Taken away by Bodorf. Kept in the offensive zone. He's going to be stick lifted. Maintains possession. Makes a move. Can't get anything on that shot as he slides wide of the net. Puck's going to come out to Martin. Martin swipes and misses it. Ties up. It's going to be a penalty on Martin for interference. Forced to go to the penalty kill with 8:59. Left in the first, down one. Penalty killers are going to be Llewellyn, McDonald, Blackburn, and Cumberland. Blackburn applies pressure, steals the puck, sends it around behind the net. Pinched off there in the corners, Cumberland by that big number 44. He's staying in there, holding his ground, pushing back. Cumberland fights him off, and they clear the puck down the ice. Here comes Hammond the other way. Cumberland, poke checks. Blackburn down in defense there. Sent around behind the net by Hammond. Hammond gathers it, reverses, passes it down low. Pass blocked by Blackburn. Knocked ahead by Llewellyn. Kept in by Hammond. Golden Gloves sends it in deep. McDonald with it now. Zips it up the glass. Bounces weird off the door, but able to be cleared by Cumberland. Tied up there is McDonald. And sent down the ice. Hammond. Gathering there. Oh, knock steal by Llewellyn. Llewellyn with a great opportunity here. Scott, goal! Mason Llewellyn! Poke check, steal, put it in the back of the net for Mason. Short-handed goal for the Force. Sent in deep by Hammond. Back to get it's going to be Warner. He loses an edge. Head first into the boards. Defended there. Blocked. Kick to the side. Cleared out by Bodorf. Shot from deep. Tipped off a stick of Hammond and steers wide of the net. Warner back to his feet. Passing attempt comes out to Bodorf. Bodorf sends it up the glass and down the ice it goes. Icing. Back to full strength for the Force. Tied up here 1-1. 7:07 left in the first. I have 0 Hammond parents standing next to me for this game, which is kind of nice. I'm sure they're lovely people, but give me a break. Hammond gathers it up, sends a shot towards the net, steered wide by Hosier. Hagen flips it ahead. Legault attempts to knock it out of the zone, kept in by Hammond. Now Hagen makes a move. Hagen through center ice. Shot. Can't get anything on it. He goes into the boards hard. Hagen back to his feet. Swiped at by Warner. We got a breakaway here by Hammond. Oh, a great attempt there. And a shot block saved by Hosier. Nice shot by Cora to not get a penalty on that and still steer the shot into a compromised position. Zaremba. Warner sends it to center ice. Golden Gloves dumps it in deep. Back to get us Warner. He sends it up. It skips out. Sent in deep. Blackburn back to retrieve it. Blackburn behind the net. Backhands it. He doesn't get to his intended target. Hammond takes it. Blackburn gains control again. Hammond sends it in deep. Around the boards it goes. Skips a stick. Zaremba's there. Back down for Hammond. Golden Gloves behind the net. Sends it up the ice. Pass connects. There to take it away is going to be Cumberland. Goes back to Blackburn. Blackburn zips it back up the glass. Can't get it out. Onto the stick of Cumberland. Cumberland has it come ahead. Kept in by Hammond. Back down deep. Blackburn back to get it. He's got 2 in him. That big number 44 behind the net for Hammond. Llewellyn tries to chip it around Golden Gloves. Tries to center it. Cleared out by Blackburn, but not out of the zone. Shot. Save. Hosier. Cumberland there. Now Blackburn back to retrieve it. Leaves it for Cumberland. 44 for Hammond. Ties up Cumberland again. Puck squirts behind the net. Llewellyn and Blackburn there for the Force. Blackburn gets positioning, sends it up, but not out. And a shot. Save Hosier. And that big number 44 puts it in on the rebound. Mohawks send a shot, blocked in front by Hagen. Reverses, keeps possession of the puck, sends it up to the blue liners. Shot from deep, skips around, knocked to the side by Hagen. Hagen getting pressured, reverses, maintains possession of the puck behind his own net, cuts towards the middle. Hagen keeping his head up through center ice. There goes Hagen. He has it knocked away, centers it up, goes back to Potts. Potts loses it off his stick. Hammond with Martin back the other way. Back checking here is going to be McDonald. Shot saved there by Hosier. Martin down low to battle for it. McDonald there as well. Into the skates of Martin. Tied up. Passes it out. Tries to center it into the skates of his own player, and Llewellyn comes away with it. Can't clear it out of the zone. Shot there. Blocked by Martin and then covered up by Hosier. 3:18 left here in the first, force down 1. Fraze. Shot. Goes wide left. Blackburn there on defense on that big number 44. Yeah, here we go from the crowd again. Bryson up to Fraze. Murphy around goal. Oh, Golden Gloves poke checks him. Westhoff there. Back checking is Bodorf, and Blackburn's taken down again by that big number 44. And Bryson sends it down the ice, was trying to connect with Westhoff, but the communication wasn't there. Waved off with icing. Back and forth it goes, onto the stick of Bodorf. Bodorf reverses. He gets tripped up, no call. Blackburn there to poke it and save it in the offensive zone for the Force. Squirts out. I couldn't tell, but it's going to be onside. Now it clears out. Down the ice for the Force. Fraze and Warner back together. Went for icing. Oh, wait. We got a slash. I'm not sure what we have going on here. The one official indicated a slashing, but we don't have anybody in the penalty box as of yet. We only got 4 on the ice, so I'm not sure who the penalty was on. We're going to call it on Bodorf. So the Force will be on another penalty kill. Penalty killers are going to be Blackburn, Warner, Kelly, and Zaremba. Warner sends it in deep for the Force. Icing is waved off. Pressure put on there by Kelly. It's going to come out to Warner up high. Warner has it taken away. Blackburn hustling back to get it. He sends it out of the zone. Safe for the moment as Hammond enters it back down in. But Zaremba is there battling for it. Comes out to Kelly. Kelly sends it out to the center ice. Golden Gloves for Hammond. Picks it up. Slaps it in deep. Back together. That's going to be Warner. Warner's up the boards. Kept in by Hammond. Shot towards the net. Deflected in front by Blackburn. Goes wide right. More complaints from the crowd about a tripping call that wasn't there. And the puck is sent back down the ice. It's not going to have enough. Maybe. Icing. We have 31 seconds left on the Bodorf penalty. Hammond. Around the boards it goes. Picked up at the blue line. He's got plenty of time. Shot blocked in front by McDonald. Save there, kick to the side by Hosier. 1 minute to go. Potts bumps him off the puck. And it's going to go cross ice for Cumberland to receive that. Try to send it out. We got 4 seconds left on the Bottorff penalty. Can they keep it out? Yes. Hagen. Out of the box comes Bottorff. Hagen with the puck on his stick. We got 39 seconds to go. He makes it around 1. Loses possession of the puck. Kept in the zone there by Potts momentarily as it squirts back out to center ice for Llewellyn. Mason entering the zone. Has it taken away. There to gather it is Hagen. Hagen with big number 44 coming after him. Reverses back the other way through the ice. He's got to move here. Hagen with a shot down in front. Cleared out by Hammond. Back the other way. We got 7 seconds left. Cumberland shot. Saved by the blocker of Hosier. And that's going to end the first period. Force still in this one, down 1 goal after 1. On the ice for the Force for the start of the second period is going to be Blackburn Cumberland as our, well. Yeah, we got Blackburn Cumberland, Fraze, Bottorff, and Westhoff. Face off won by Hammond, big number 44. Sent to the side, shot goes wide left. I think that kid's like 16. Picked up by Bottorff as he feeds it ahead onto the stick of Fraze. Murphy makes one miss. He's got Westhoff ahead to gather it. If he can center it back, be in good shape here. Squirts around behind the boards. Stick lift there by Fraze. Sent up the glass there. Sawyer to try to keep it in, and he does. Now on the stick of Fraze, he takes a shot, goes wide left. Around to pick it up is going to be Westhoff. He feeds it up to Cumberland, but it gets chipped ahead. Blackburn getting back. Fraze on his horse. Great use of hustle there. Blackburn disrupts it, but gives him a clear shot to the goal, and shot goal. Now we got Hagen, Warner. Hagen with the puck on his stick, feeds it up to Zaremba. Can't quite connect on that pass, gets dumped back in by Hammond. Down together, it's going to be Hagen. Hagen reverses, gets pinched on the boards, tries to send it up now, kept in by the Mohawks, gets tipped to the side, Legault there for the Force. He slaps at it, can't get it out. Golden Gloves with it up high. Round behind there's Warner as he sends it up. Zaremba there for the Force. On the stick of Hammond. Shot blocked in front. Hagen took that one, and he's feeling it. He's going to go to the bench for a change as he is hurt after that block shot. On for him is going to be Cumberland. Cumberland on the ice, deflects a pass attempt there. Oh, almost got a steal. Been rooted for that, and we got offsides on Hammond. Yeah, 11-11 left here in the second. 3-1 Hammond. Face off, one over by the force to the stick of Potts. Brantley puts it towards center ice. Dumped in deep by the Mohawks. Gathered up by Warner behind the net. Sends it off the boards. Pass actually connected with Llewellyn for a moment. Upended, and that was a bit offsides by Hammond. Stolen away by Cumberland. He sends it down the ice. McDonald and Potts are going to be the ones trailing there as it's picked up by Golden Gloves from the Mohawks. He feeds it up. Taken away by Llewellyn. Mason makes a move. Centers it. Doesn't get it where it wants to go. Squirts behind the net. Flipped up the ice by that big number 44. And now Warner backhands it. Back to Warner as he sends it back up the ice. Mason initiates contact there with Golden Gloves. Takes it away from him. Sent into the skates of McDonald as McDonald's flat on the ice. Warner back to gather it. Hammond beats him to the spot. Cumberland there to disrupt. And now coming away with it there is Aiden Cumberland. Aiden through center ice. He's still got possession. Centers it. Oh, squirts right through the crease with nobody home. Llewellyn now with it. Going behind the net as Potts is tied up by Golden Gloves. They both go down. Now McDonald gets good position, tries to center it. Doesn't connect with his intended target. Warner gets a tripping call there. Didn't get called by the refs. Now everybody's going upended. We got no calls here. The officials must be taking a break. Bodorf. He gets upended. And shot, save, Hosier. Into the face-off circle is going to be Murphy Fraze. Face-off one back by Hammond. Picked off by Bodorf as it goes cross ice. Picked up by Hammond. Hammond, clear lane, shot. Save there up high by Hosier. Fraze tries to clear it. Zips it right into the chest of a Hammond player. Knocked away for a moment by Blackburn. Passing attempt deflected by Blackburn. Shot, stick save, Hosier. Covered up by Hosier. 8:37. Left here in the second. Force down 2. Face off picked up by Bodorf. He's tied up. Comes off his skates. Over to Hammond. Hammond reverses. Slapped at there by Martin as he clears it out of the danger zone. Skips ice. We got Westhoff. We can get after it here. Great job, Oliver, with the hustle for the puck. Hammond beats him to the spot. Golden Gloves. Makes a move there. Tied up. Great defense there by Fraze. Wrapped back around by Martin, but goes right into Bodorf. Kept in by Golden Gloves. Sent in deep. Blackburn's going to be there to pick it up for the force. He reverses it back to Bodorf. Bryson. Making a move through center ice, hasn't knocked away. Jumped in by Hammond as he goes for a change. Martin going to be back to gather it for the force. Sends it up the glass, skips the stick of Bodorf, and Fraze tries to knock it ahead around that number 44. Centering feed, doesn't connect, onto the stick of Westhoff. Oliver gets it to Fraze. Fraze has got Bodorf to his left. Murphy reverses, has it taken away. Off the bench came Legault. Now back on defense, going to be Blackburn. Good back check there by Cumberland as he takes it away. Sends it up the ice. It's going to be Bodorf there. Now Legault. Down the ice it goes. It's tipped. Icing waved off. Goes on net. Shoveled to the side by the goaltender from Hammond. There's Zaremba as in his skates. Cumberland there. Now Zaremba battling for it on the board. Sends it cross ice. Cora Kelly is going to be the first one there. Going up against that number 44. Shot from deep. Punch to the side by Hosier. Hammond maintains possession there. Shot it into the side of Talon. Cleared out. Taken away by Hammond. Shot goes towards the net. Onto the stick of Warner. Warner off the wall through center ice. Back and forth the puck goes. Finally zipped down deep into the Force's zone. Warner's going to have a little competition towards the puck. Hammond comes away with it. Picked up by Zaremba. Zaremba has it stolen away. Guys tied up behind the net there by two Force defenders. Onto the stick of Hammond at the sideboard. Shot goes through the crease wide. Back to get his Golden Gloves. Doesn't get anything on that pass. Onto the stick of Cumberland. He sends it cross ice. Kept in by Hammond. Through center ice here. The shot was lifted up over the net. Over to Hammond. Sustained offensive pressure here by the Mohawks. Cumberland around behind the net. Hammond comes away with it. Stick lifted there by Legault. Centered. Cleared away for the moment by the Force. We got 5 minutes left here in the second. Puck kept in by Hammond. As they get a full change here, this is going to be dangerous for the Force as we got tired legs. There, it skips out of the zone. Golden Gloves to pick it up. Sends it in deep. A long shift for the Force. They need to get it clear here. Centered up. Shot. Blocked. Now Zaremba ties him up. Stick lift there by Warner. Golden Gloves for the Mohawks. Has it. Takes a shot. Saved by Hosier. Center around the boards. Hammond still in the offensive zone. Shot from out deep is going to happen by the Force. Knocked the stick right out of Cora Kelly's hands. Cumberland tries to get it out. Can't. Hammond with a shot again from deep. Save Hosier. And the Force are able to get a change here. Into the face-off circle is going to be Max McDonald. Face-off won by Hammond. And Hagen's going to come away with it. Harrison winds around behind. He's got somebody back checking him there. Bout was going to slap him. Hagen around one with some speed. Hagen with some speed. And a shot, he puts it in. Harrison Hagen coast to coast. .45 left here in the second. Force down one. Face off, picked up by Hammond. Sent down low. Hagen's going to be back to gather it, but that big 44 crashing in on him. He puts it around him. Hagen up to Llewellyn. Llewellyn has it knocked off his stick onto the stick number 44 there. Taken away again now by McDonald. Hagen fighting for it from his backside. Gets it out of the zone. Hammond dumps it back in deep. Back together. That's going to be... it's going to be McDonald. Sent up. Loose puck there. Blackburn to poke at it. takes a good position on that 44 that's, I swear, he's 16. Down up against the boards. It's going to be Llewellyn who comes away with it. Lifts it up and over the head of Hammond, and McDonald getting out after it. Come on, Max. Max McDonald centers it. Doesn't get through. Llewellyn with the steal. Shot high and wide of the net. Back on defense is going to be the white helmet crew of Blackburn and Hagen. Feeds it over to Harrison. Hagen enters the zone. Reverses. Slides it across ice. Stick was tied up there. That was Westhoff. Fraze puts it against the boards. Hagen comes away with it. Dumps it in deep. Around behind the net is Hammond. Fed up. Why does that guy have some kind of flag or something on his backside? I think it's part of the advertisement on the rink.
Good job, Harry. No pressure.
Picked up. Oh, tried to clear by Hagen. He swipes and misses. Sent up and out. Yeah, look at that. I think he's got some advertisement tagging along with him. Down deep is Westhoff to battle for it. Up against the boards. Here comes Hammond. Bodorf getting in the mix here. Lifts the stick. Fraze tries to send it in deep. Makes a fancy move there and knocks it backhand down into the corner. Westhoff will be the first one there for the Force. Fraze knocks it back in. Here we go. Some sustained offensive pressure on the other end of the rink for the Force. Nope, ball falling down there was Cumberland. Skates around Martin. Now Fraze is back for the Force. Wraparound attempt. Squirts right through the crease. We got 1:10 left here in the second. Bodorf knocks it off the stick of the Hammond player for a moment. Cumberland fighting for it down low.
Watch the puck! Watch the puck!
Last minute left. Upended there down low is Murphy. Shot from deep. Goes wide behind the net. We got a stick on the ice. I'm not sure whose that is. It's a Hammond player up here. Defenseman. No, it's not. I don't know where that stick came from. Shot blocked by Cumberland. We got 30 seconds left, and Aiden through center ice. Aiden makes a move. He's skating through everybody here. Loses the puck to Hammond. Kept in there by Fraze. Fraze still fighting for it. Skips out down the ice. Warner off the bench after the puck. 15 seconds remain.
Send it!
Warner sends it out of the zone. Dumped in cross ice by Hammond with 3 seconds remaining. Warner zips it up. Bodorf reverses it back, and that'll end the second period. Force gain one back, down one. Third period about to begin. The Force have not had great third periods through the first part of this tournament. On to the ice, starts the third, is going to be Legault, Zaremba, Kelly taking the face off with Cumberland and Blackburn back on defense. Face off one back by Hammond. 44 sends it in. Doesn't get it in deep as Blackburn clears it back down the ice. Golden Gloves to gather it up for Hammond. Sends it ahead, tipped out of the zone by Hammond. Cross ice to Blackburn from Cumberland. Back to Cumberland. Tipped down towards Talon. Blackburn sends it around the boards. Tried to center it, blocked pass attempt there in front. Hammond gathers it, feeds it across. Good movement there. 44 shot, high of the net. It's going to go down low. Cumberland's ready for that big 44 as he takes the puck right from him. Cumberland with the puck on his stick. Aiden has it poked away. He blocks a pass attempt there, though, by Hammond to keep it in for the moment. That was played with a high stick. So Blackburn with it. And now Cumberland. Oh, he couldn't get it in position. He wanted to shoot that puck. He was looking to. Hammond around the boards it goes. Golden Gloves gets defended there well by Warner for the moment as the puck goes down the ice. Gather that up is going to be Cumberland. He zips it around the boards up to Warner. Warner feeds it up out of the zone. Llewellyn bumps him off the puck. Backhanded centering feed there by McDonald. Doesn't connect. McDonald down low with it. Tries to center it again to Llewellyn. Can't get anything on it. Hammond blocks that attempt. Pass comes out to Hammond. Hagen could take that from that kid right away. And now Warner with the puck. Up the glass. Warner's upended. Hammond dumps it back in. That's offsides. Taking the face off here is going to be Bryson Bodorf. Taken by Hammond. Dumped in. Back to Warner. Warner feeds it up. And taken away there by Fraze. Murphy. He gets tripped right in front of the referee. And we got another lunch break by the officials. Comes back to Hagen. Hagen, back to Murphy. Fraze looking for a pass. Takes it himself. Finds an opening around Golden Gloves. Gets stick lifted by number 44. Comes off his skates again. We got Bodorf for reverses. He's getting stick lifted by that 16-year-old 44. He pushes down Fraze. On defense, there's Warner. Shot. Doesn't come onto the net. Goes behind it. Fraze knocks it off his stick. Shot. Goes wide left. Pass zips around the boards. Knocked in deep by Hammond, picked up by Fraze as he tries to slap it out of the zone. Kept in there by Hammond. Hagen there to get it. Hagen and Westhoff. Westhoff comes away with it for a moment. Dumped back down low by the Mohawks. We got 9 minutes and some change left in this third period. Centered up. Pad save there by Hosier. Onto the stick of Fraze. Round one. Through center ice, goes right around Golden Gloves, enters the offensive zone with Bodorf to his right. Shot by Fraze. Oh, save there by Hammond. Back the other way come the Mohawks with Warner and Hagen on defense. Round Warner, round behind the net. Tries to center it up, doesn't connect with anybody there. Now Murphy with it. He chips it out of the zone. Gonna go get a change there for Murph after that extensive amount of skating that he just did. Onto the ice for him is going to be Zaremba. Hammond with it. Cross ice pass connects. We got Hagen and Warner. It's defense. Hagen ties him up on the boards. Shot goes behind the net, picked up by Hammond. Stolen away by Bodorf. Bodorf. He's got that 44 after him. Not enough stick length to keep it away from that kid. Hagen through center ice. He's tripped up. No call. On the stick is Remba. Knocked back. Good position there by Grayson Martin. Number 44 with a penalty there, interference penalty. It's going to put the Force to a power play with 7:47 left. Power play is going to consist of Llewellyn, Potts, McDonald with Hagen and Cumberland on the ice. Dumped down by Potts. Potts battling for it, goes into the boards hard. He gets up. Following there is McDonald with a back check. Cumberland over to apply some pressure as Hammond enters the zone. Pinches them off on the boards. Great attack there by Cumberland. Now picked up down low by McDonald. He examines, dumps it back to Hagen. Hagen going to try to get some space here on the ice. He's got Potts ahead of him, feeds it ahead. Potts tips it into the offensive zone.
Open zone, Harry.
Harrison chips it ahead, down for Potts. Potts puts it down low. Golden gloves for Hammond, around behind the net. Pressured there by Llewellyn. Good position there by McDonald. Squirts out down the ice, and Hagen's going to pick this one up. We got 6:53 left. Hagen to Potts. Potts. Offsides, McDonald. Getting a change here for the Force. Is going to bring on Bodorf, Westhoff, Fraze, Warner, and Blackburn as a defensive pairing. 6:46 left in the third. Force down 1. 29 seconds left on the power play. Out to Colton Warner. Warner. Bodorf tipped it in. It's going down deep. Hammond's going to gather it up. Line behind their own net. Sent up ahead. Blackburn attempts to keep it in. Skips his stick, but he stops the advancement of the player from Hammond. Picked up by Warner. Warner surveying. Up to Fraze. Murphy loses it back the other way. Bodorf slaps at it. And dumped in by Hammond onto the stick of Blackburn. Blackburn taking a look here. Skating up ahead. He's got that big 44 there. And he keeps it in. It's going to be offsides. I mean, look at this kid standing next to Murphy. Force able to keep it in for a moment as it comes out center ice. Warner knocks it back the other way. Gives a chance for the back checkers for the Force to get in position. Blackburn sending him to the side. Back to 44. He takes a shot from deep, and it's wide left. We got a penalty here. It's going to come up on Warner. His stick comes up into the face of one of the Hammond players. 5:42. Penalty killers for the Force going to be Zaremba and Kelly with Cumberland and Blackburn. Zaremba gets it. Sends it down the ice with the perfect amount of touch to not go for icing.
Attack the puck! Go!
For Kelly. Puck comes out to Cumberland. Cumberland waits, sends it back in deep. Golden gloves behind the net for Hammond. Got Blackburn and Cumberland back on defense. Zaremba tied up there, centered. Saved by Hosier, sent to the side by Zaremba. Hammond player comes off his skates. Aiden Cumberland sends it up around the boards. We got 47 seconds left on the Warner penalty. Shot towards the net, blocked by Blackburn. Blackburn fighting for it. Now onto the stick of Hammond. Shot towards the net, catches Cumberland. It looked like right in between the pads. Thought about it for a second. He's going to limp towards the bench. Shot, save Hosier. Took that one in the skates. They're right in between some padding as Cumberland comes off the ice. Full defensive change for the Force as Hagen and Martin come on the ice with Llewellyn and McDonald. 26 seconds remaining on the Warner penalty. 3-2. Hammond. Shot towards the net, saved by Hosier, covered up. They're slapping at it. Face off, one there by Hagen. Or one back to Hagen. Hagen around one. Here goes Hagen. He's got two to his left. His stick is tied up. Centering feed there onto the stick of McDonald. He's stick lifted. Martin to keep it in. Martin sends it back down low as he gets hit. Pass goes around behind the net, and out of the penalty box comes Warner. Onto the ice for him is going to be Potts. Hammond back the other way, defended there well by McDonald. Puck goes down behind Talon, Hosier, and picked up by Martin. Martin in a collision there. McDonald sends it up down the ice. Mason getting after it with that big 44. Yeah, you can't call that. They're going to call a penalty on Llewellyn.
But not the check over here. That's cool.
Yeah, same goal.
Open your eyes, Brad. Open your eyes.
So the Force will be down a skater here for half the remaining time in the third period as you got a minute 30 on the penalty with 3:30 remaining left in the game. 3:37 to be exact. We'll see if the Force can get a shorthanded here to tie this up. Otherwise, I think that by the time this period expires, we'll end up pulling Talon and go 6-on-5. Having a conference here on the ice with the officials. Face off one there by Hammond. Shot from deep. Punched away by Hosier. To the side. It's going to be Cumberland to pick that up. Kept in by Hammond for a moment. Now into the stick of Hagen. Hagen towards center ice. Hagen putting him in the washing machine there. Shot towards the net. Goes wide right. Hammond to gather it. Back on defense is going to be Cumberland and Hagen. Plays smart Force as we can't take another penalty here this late in the game. Shot. Left to go wide by Hosier. Hagen gathers it up, trying to find some ice here, feeds it up to Fraze. Fraze gets taken down as they both collide into the puck. Fraze back together, his stick down low for Cumberland. Cumberland Tries to feed it up and out. Kept in by Hammond. Back to Cumberland as he sends it back around to Hammond. Picked up by Hagen behind the net. It's pinched off by that big number 44. Up high for Hammond. Shot towards the net. Tipped in front. Saved by Hosier. It wasn't even covered up and blown dead by the officials. .230 left in this game. 23 seconds left on the Llewellyn penalty. Into the face-off circle is going to be Max McDonald. Face-off. Left there. Picked up by Hammond. Blackburn down deep. And now picked up by Warner. 13 seconds on the penalty. Warner through center ice, round one. That was Golden Gloves. Has it knocked off his stick finally. 5 seconds left on the penalty. Picked up by McDonald. Cleared out by Hammond. We got a penalty here. Going to be on the Mohawks as out of the box comes Llewellyn. Llewellyn with it on his stick. Wraps around. Has it poked away. Penalty coming on the Mohawks. It's a great opportunity for the Force. As we got a minute 57 left, and there'll be a minute 30 on the power play. Goalie is pulled at the moment. We'll see if they keep him out with the extra attacker. Give us 2 extra attackers here in the final 1:57. Players on the ice currently for the Force is going to be Llewellyn, Potts, Warner, Blackburn, McDonald, and Hagen. Goalie is pulled. Hosier to the bench. Getting a timeout here, talk things over. Close game here as number 4 seeded Force is facing off against the number 1 seeded Hammond Mohawks. Penalty killers for Hammond are going to include both Golden Gloves and that big number 44.
Do it? Think so?
I feel it. Feel it.
I think if they get the zone, hold the zone for a little bit, they got it. Get Bryson out there. Put Bryson out there.
Oh, Talon's back on the ice. Face-off won by Hammond. Picked up by that number 44. Around behind the net, pressured by Llewellyn. It's going to skip up. Defended well and kept in by Hagen. Keep it in the zone. There's McDonald. He sends it back in deep. We got a minute 40 remaining here. Golden Gloves with it. Sends it up. Kept in by Hagen. Ooh, it's going to be offsides. Face-off won back by the Force to Warner. Warner makes a move. Goes to Fraze. Fraze enters the zone, has it taken away for a moment on the stick of Adorf. Into the skates of Fraze. Hammond zips it, clears it out of the zone. Picked up by Hagen. Hagen reverses, almost losing the edge, able to keep his balance. He's winding, trying to find space. Hagen through center ice. Hagen splits 2 defenders, has a stick tied up, and we're going to get a penalty here on Hammond. Tripping call to put another in the box.
30 seconds, let's go, boys!
We're going to go to a 6-on-3 as Hosier's on the bench. 6-on-3 for the Force. We got Bodorf, we got Hagen, we got McDonald, we got Fraze, Warner, and Llewellyn. Face off. One back by Hammond. Kept in by Warner. Warner slaps one towards the net. Tried to tip that one in. Was Bodorf. Ooh. Llewellyn blows the tire. Picked up by the Mohawks as he sends it down the ice and into the net. Face off, one back by Fraze. Murphy enters the zone, makes one miss. Murphy with it on his stick. Shot, glove save by Hammond. Hagen to keep it in, shoots one towards the net, it's blocked, tipped around in front. Bodorf trying to get a hold of it. His stick is tied up by Hammond. 26 seconds remain. Warner upends the player from Hammond, picked up by Hagen. Got 15 seconds remain in this one. Hagen through center ice. 12, 10. Hagen makes a move here. Shot, blocked by Hammond. Tied up down low. As the Force drop this one, 4-2. I'm assuming we'll be playing the team that lost between Columbus and Indy. I mean, we got 4 good games out of the Force here as they play as a 2015 team in a 10U division. The size difference alone on a lot of these players is a tribute to the amount of work and effort that the Force have put in this season. Being a small team, but fast. So we'll see how they come out game 2.